2. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're like near.
Just like Faye Dunaway and Network.
Yep. Hey everybody. Hi. How's it going?
Hey.
Yes, you're just like Faye Dunaway.
No, you already ruined the magic. It was there. I was imagining myself with a cigarette and blonde hair.
Welcome to the Natural Ones. We're we're happy to hear you, see you, hear you. Who knows? Twitch could change in like 3 weeks. We don't know.
Can't wait to smell you.
I can't wait to install smell-o-vision. That's where you can see. No, doesn't matter. The vapors is what it is. You can see the vapors.
I've got the vapors as well.
I don't want to really waste a lot more time, so we're just gonna kind of wait. Do we have a giveaway?
Yes. Yeah. Let me grab it real quick.
Okay.
I can do it this week.
Oh, we got a Halloween surprise for you this week. Our friends at Underground Oracle have made all kinds of spooky stuff, from subclasses to monsters to cults. And in this week's giveaway, you're gonna get 8 of those in one pack. It's the Spooktober bundle. From the Broken Bone Domain clerics to the druids in the Circle of the Unseelie. You can get into all sorts of nasty things with these 5th edition supplements. So if you want to bring the flavor of the occult to your 5th edition game, all you gotta do is be active in chat. We'll be giving this away at the break. And don't forget to check out Underground Oracle in the meantime. For just $3 a month on Patreon, you can get one of these supplements every week. Alright, my voice is starting to hurt, so we're gonna stop this here.
Yeah, put it back in there. Save it for later. Save it for the break.
Wow, what a great supplement!
So just
Wowee!
Just be ready for that, and just be ready to be active in chat to be eligible to win once we get there.
I'm gonna have to track that whole thing now. It's fine.
Look,
No one makes work for Chris like Chris.
Chris does. Like, I gotta be honest. You have 2 weeks every time to think of something new, and you don't. So
What are you talking about? I've done something different every week.
I'm saying
Every
right
other week.
now, like
That was
you have time.
that was
to
a
think
new
of,
thing.
It was a new thing.
That was 2 weeks of thought right there, Tyler.
But I'm
And
saying
you know, I
that,
thought
like,
it
if
showed.
you-
Honestly, I'll say
Spontaneous.
it. No one else wants to, but I'll say it.
The spontaneous nature of it is what makes it appealing.
So we're gonna jump right into it tonight. We're gonna. This is nice. This is good. This is what D&D's all about. The random friendship ruining conversations.
Ooh.
So.
All right, who had bets for 1 year into the session?
Fight Club.
Okay.
The amount of time.
Well, I guess not. No.
I mean,
The,
like,
the
no,
amount of
it's
time,
just-
the amount of time is just like Chelsea, just like Fight Club.
I would like a
or just-
meme that's just my face, and it goes, "No one can end a conversation like Chelsea, because every time, it always happens. And it's gonna happen now, because I just said it. I'm very aware."
So we
Well,
were in
technically-
the sewer.
In your defense,
I don't know
you
if
did
I.
say a topic that ends a conversation because you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club.
But I also don't know if I followed anything that Chelsea just said in her meme. Maybe it's better written out. Maybe.
It was only a first sentence of the topic.
Put that fan art in the chat, friends.
Oh, get to work, Raph. So you are under the city of Perona, currently in the sort of catacombs and sewers that make up the underbelly of Perona. And I leave it to you to decide how you'll continue underneath this this sort of like while within this water filtration system that you guys are currently in, which is different than the other ones you've encountered. It seems like they kind of pool all their resources into a cistern and then purify it there and then send it back out. You are currently sitting above the creek.
Well, are we tying ropes together to make a super rope? and try to reach the bottom of this tunnel?
I think what might be a better plan is just tying ourselves to each other. So if like the rungs break on one of us, the rest of us can catch them. Hopefully, because there is the ladder rungs. They're just rusted.
My concern is that means that we all fall at the same time.
I think that the four
Send
of us,
everyone or nothing.
well, I think we should let whoever is the who weighs the least down first, and then maybe give a little leeway between them, and then we tie. I like the tying to each other idea.
Well, the lightest is probably either you or St. Lolly.
Oh, I don't like my idea anymore.
Transforms into bear. What about now?
How much do you
I
weigh,
mean-
Set Lolly?
That's a great question, and I do have it written down in my handy dandy notebook that I carry around when people ask me personal questions.
I just like to chart, I just like to chart my calorie intake.
I weigh 110 pounds.
Oh, you can go
Stones, sorry,
first.
110 stones.
You can see, oh my god.
You go
Pretty sure
first,
stone
then.
isn't like equivalent with pound.
It's not, but
Yeah.
are you 110 stones or 110?
No,
pounds?
I'm pounds.
110
No,
stones
pounds.
are really heavy.
You can go first then.
Okay.
I will go
Well-
second then.
Did you still?
I guess the main thing is we don't know how deep it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how long of a rope do we have if we put it all together?
50.
Well,
We each
I-
have a 50-foot rope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's the standard
200.
adventurer. It's the standard adventurer kit.
So then we have 200
Yeah.
feet.
It'll be a little less if we tie to each other between each 50, but we can all be from top to bottom 200 feet apart.
Oh. Okay.
I would become a wild shape, but I do not want to waste it.
That's perfectly fine. What do we do about Pangolin?
Honestly, I'll probably have to come back for him.
How small is he at this point? He may
He
be
definitely
smaller.
fit in the grate, but he's
Medium-sized. He's person-sized.
Can he not become
I could have him try and climb down after us, but having him tied to the rope is a bad plan. And we don't know if we have enough rope to just lower everyone down, because we don't know if it's going to be less than 200 feet.
That's why I would. That's kind of why I would like to just send one. Then we can figure out if it's deeper than that, and if not,
But
Alright,
what
so-
if all of the oozes just come at the one person?
Yank him back up.
I got an idea. Tie the rope together and just tie some dumb thing that I have in my inventory.
Do you have it in your inventory, or is it in Flanagan's hole?
What?
Whatever you're thinking
A
of.
dumb
Oh,
thing.
I just literally need like a thing.
Oh,
Just something with like a little bit of weight to it.
I wish
my-
I had kept the dolphins.
One gauntlet. I'm gonna tie.
Yikes!
Just drop a dolphin down the hole.
Tie it first.
you just hear repeatedly as it drops into the hole. Why are you doing this to me?
Just like,
Slips right out of the knot, like.
I didn't think it fully through. Okay.
just the Doppler effect on a dolphin as it falls down. Yeah, I just want to tie all 200 feet of rope to like gauntlet, and then just like lower it down and see if it hits bottom.
Okay. And you're just holding the rope as you drop it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Drop it. Keep dropping. Liam's with you, so he can actually gauge distance. So as he's
Wow.
dropping the rope, are you telling me that you're counting 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, blue
4
foot as you like actually drop it down?
Yeah, but it's not an effective method of counting, so I do need Liam there.
You couldn't. Last time
So-
we went up the stairs, you couldn't count past 10.
No,
but-
he counted 10 sets of 10.
I counted
That's
10
not
sets of 10
counting
sets of
past
10.
10.
I
That's
counted
still
10 sets of
10.
10 sets of 10.
It's true.
All you need to do is be able to get to base 10, and you can take care of most things in life.
And if you're missing 2 fingers, just base 8.
Yes.
So you keep dropping the rope. It's just the churning of the filtration system, the turbines just continuously going, and so it's kind of this droning whir. But give me a perception check as you get to as you're still dropping.
Oh, wait. Hang on a second. I pull it back up. Oh, Liam, can you make this glow?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you've wasted 10 minutes.
I'd like to remind you
dropping
that my
it down
father
that
is
far
reading.
and then pulling it back up.
I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have to be slow about
I
it.
didn't even tell you how. You've since dropped 100 feet.
Okay.
Can he not just make the whole rope light from the top?
That's a good point. Can he make the entire rope glow?
I don't believe so, but
It
I'll
has to
double
be.
check.
You have a size limit on it, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I believe
No,
so.
I believe the light spell is just an object.
But I also have my tinkering. I don't know that I have light, but I was going to use magic tinkering.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's only tiny non-magical objects.
Okay, so he has to pull up all the way.
Oh my god.
Pull. You grab the gauntlet and you place it, and it shines. And as you drop it, it's dropping. You get back to about the length that you had dropped it before, about 100 feet. It's nearly imperceptible to see it. It's 100 feet away in the dark, so it's hard to see, even with dark vision.
Okay.
But you still can kind of make it out. Give me a perception check as you continue to drop it.
16.
After about 30 more feet, you feel the weight on the rope change from being 130 feet of rope and a gauntlet to as if it's resting. You're not feeling as much tension on the rope. It's feeling slack in some way. As much as 130 feet of rope can feel that way.
Liam, can you spot this?
Yes.
About how deep is this?
It seems to be around 130 feet.
Excellent. Thank you for the measurement. Pulling it back up.
Takes
The
another,
part
2
of the
minutes.
issue with the lowering people, so we have enough rope to lower people down one at a time. The issue there being that the lightest person would have to be let down by only Pangolin.
Well, what I'm thinking now is, since we know it'll reach the bottom, we could tie it to all of us and still have it secured to the top.
Well,
So we
no,
could
you
all-
don't know that for sure. You just assume.
It's the most reasonable guess we can make, at least.
Seems about 130 feet, so it would leave us with 70 foot of rope left.
You're
true.
assuming
Right, but
that's
you
the
have no-
bottom.
And also, you have no proof that the ladder is actually as stable as it looks.
No,
We-
but
But we can still. The point is, we don't have. If we tied it to each of us, there would still be enough left to span the whole thing, so we could still secure the rope and lower us down.
One second.
It's okay.
so we
I
can't
have
tie it to
those.
us and do that. I mean, we can, but we'd have to climb pretty close to each other within
There's
70
enough
feet.
rope that you
If you
guys
had to-
climb
you-
each person you're losing 5 feet of not exactly 5. I'd probably say per 2 people you're losing 5 feet of rope tying it to each other. And that's if you guys want to tie right next to each other, or even just a foot of slack. If you guys want like actual distance between you, yeah, you're going to be losing 5 feet per person. So I would say like I'm just going to call it. It's 5 feet per person, so you're losing about 20 feet tying each other. So then you have 50 feet of slack. Which what are you trying? So the thing that you keep saying is attaching it to something or like securing it up here. What would you secure it on?
If we're leaving Pangolin behind, we could secure it to Pangolin. We could.
That would mean that he would have to make consistent strength checks to hold all 5.
We could also secure it to the railing, or because there's railing around.
There's some railings around, but mostly on the center portion, not on the bridges, and on the there are the 3 consoles. There's like the 3 operative consoles on the center platform as well. They do have some stability. They're like bolted to the floor, but
No one has climbing kit tools
We have them in Flanagan's
on
bag.
their body. Does anyone have them on their body?
No.
No.
Wow.
Fine, Steed. I'm summoning Flanagan. Okay, Flanagan.
he missed it. It's just sort of like this nice a dust cloud appears as Flanagan. Master Philip, you summoned me.
Yes, we need to retrieve some of the belongings in your pouch, saddle.
Yes, very well. Just sort of turns to the side.
Reach in and pull out all the climbing gear. We've got a lot. Grappling hooks, pitons.
Can we do this a la like the Descent style, where like we put them in the wall? That way we can also come back up.
I don't know if we have enough for that. We've got the little hand axe things to pick things to like stick in, but I don't know if it's gonna be soft enough here for that to work.
Yeah, you're dealing with like.
Do these come with the little cinches where you basically can like lower yourself down the rope and you have to like?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
We don't have enough
that's
rope
what
for that
I.
anyway.
That's genuinely what I was thinking. Yeah. Well, I was thinking that maybe we might have more in the climbing thing, so it would be like 250.
You would have the like. What you're talking about is I can't remember exactly what the stakes.
Belay.
Essentially.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. It's when you're staking in and attaching the rope to it and then continuing down so that it holds the rope secure. You do have those. It's refined stone, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to do that to, but like it's still possible, I guess is what I would say. I would say through some masonry from Liam and your own kind of knowledge of just like stonework, which is bare bones, but like you'd be able to reason that like you could do this. It's just going to take a little bit of work each time you want to do it. Basically, all that would do is also it would keep the rope secure, and it would save it from, if it was detached from wherever it's secured, it would have other points of contact to then not come undone.
Because my idea is that maybe one of us goes down the ladder and we put it next to them, do the rope, and then we can go down the ladder. But if we're tied to the thing, then ta-da.
Do we
Or we
send
can-
one person down to secure the rope along the way?
That's yes.
And
You
then
have to have the
follows?
person who does that beforehand.
I think Liam, you'd probably be the best at figuring out where to secure it.
Yeah.
I could help hold. Pangolin could help hold. And we'll just
Flanagan.
we do have Flanagan. We could tie it around Flanagan, and then the rest of us could be there.
Well, I'm just meaning like you have him as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like he could also help with keep you secure. So we tie it around you. If you slip, we can just hold you there until you regain your footing.
And I can.
If any slimes come out, we pull just really hard.
That won't work once I'm at the bottom because the rope will be hooked up on multiple points. but it's fine.
You can levitate
I'll-
yourself and
Yeah,
just rocket
I'll
up
get
through
away.
the hole.
Yeah.
All right.
If that happens, I will become wild shape and come down to help you.
Yeah. Well.
I'll slide.
Yeah. Seems like a solid plan. I'm down to try it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, logistically, question I don't actually know. Would I be able to follow within a relatively touchable range? No, right? Like I wouldn't be able to give him guidance.
Are you climbing down with him?
Kind of. Okay, nope, it's cool. Don't
Well,
worry about it.
If you wild shape, you can't.
Correct. I'm not. That's only as if like we hear him scream. Let's just stick with this plan. I like this plan. Let's go down the hole.
Let's do it.
All right. So Liam, you're going down first. You're you successfully sort of attach the rope. You, Flanagan, and Pangolin are going to be holding on then. All right. You have 15 of those hooks.
No.
So you can, if you got 15 of them, then we can literally put one.
I'll
A
put
little
one
under
every
10
13 feet. I used a calculator.
So you use, 10.
Oh wait. Yeah. No, sorry. I was doing it by our rope length for some reason.
Just do every 10.
It's about a 130 feet drop, a foot drop, and you'd really only have to use.
We could put one every 10 feet and still have 2 left over.
Well,
You also do it like every 30 feet.
I
You
could
don't
put
use-
one
you don't
8.6 repeated feet.
My suggestion to you, you could also just do it every 15, and you'd use 9.
Sure.
And you don't even want the last you want the last 15 to not have a hook anyway.
Yeah. Cool. We do that.
Okay.
I cast guidance.
Great.
You get 1, brother.
You get one as you sort of whip around and hold on to the. I think it's past.
Yeah. It literally hasn't been a thing, and then we start recording and it comes back.
So you put your hands on the rung. It doesn't break apart or anything. You can definitely tell it's corroded in certain ways, but the metal is still fairly strong. And as you kind of keep moving down, you make your first one on that 15. Let's go ahead and make me a Mason's Tools check with a guidance.
How much is guidance?
1d4.
Sure. 1d4.
1d4.
29.
Kind of just let go of the ladder for a second as the three of you kind of between the three of you. I'm not going to need to really make a lot of checks when it's just him. You kind of you feel it tighten up and just kind of this nice ringing comes and reverberates back out of the hole, and you hear it through the bottom of the floor. But yeah, it very successfully, not even many cracks out from its position either, and you go ahead and start
Hey, Liam.
tying the other side of the rope.
Yeah.
Question. Can you see down there?
I'm 15 feet down. There's no way, right?
No,
Even if I yell?
You can make one of your things glow.
he can't see.
No, that's what I'm asking. He can't see.
No, not beyond the
Forgot
30
about that.
feet that the light is coming from above.
Yeah.
Once it hits that point, you can tell that there are a few lights even farther below, but not many. There are going to be a couple of times where you're not really going to be able to see too well.
So what I'm going to do on that front, and for everyone, I know it's mostly just for me, but I'm going to, because I'm going to take the magic tinkering off of all the other objects I currently have, and I'm going to do 5 of the pitons, so every third piton, I'm going to have it glow with my 5 magical tinkering slots.
Sounds good. Go ahead and give me the second and the third as you keep moving down. Are they,
Come on, D&D Beyond on mobile.
I mean, what, you get like a what, plus 30?
11, but close. For real though. Can you roll for me?
you also have physical dice.
I don't. They're packed.
They're packed?
Yeah.
How dare you?
We're moving on the 10th. We set a date. He said buying time while this doesn't work.
Do you want me to roll?
No, it loaded. It should work this time.
I rolled. It was a natural 20.
Oh, cool. Let's take that one.
It wasn't. It was a 12.
Oh.
Oh.
Why would you lie?
So you
Beans.
lied.
All right,
You lied
15
about
for the
rolls.
next
I literally
one.
just told the
15.
truth.
15 and then
After you
22.
lied. 15 and 22. You
Yeah.
told the truth after you lied. That's not the same thing.
It was a yoke. The first time.
Yeah, okay, Mr. President. So as you
Shots.
the second one, as you're kind of like cracking it in, it kind of takes an extra second to really get it in there, but you're able to. It seems not the most secure, but it's definitely in, and as you're making more of them, you're pretty sure that like it won't be a huge problem. You come down to the third one, and you light it up. It kind of goes in much smoother this third time than, and as it shines a light kind of in through the space, you're seeing more of the actual like slime trails. The like, it definitely still seems old. It doesn't seem too fresh, but like you're starting to see more of it as you continue down. Give me the next two.
Cool. Lit, 29. Less lit, 14.
Okay. So on the first one, yeah, you're kind of like continuing to move down. Again, and as you're moving down the rungs of the ladder as well, like you're seeing that there's a bit more damage as you keep moving down. And on the first one, just one hit straight in. And you move on as you clip off the next part of the rope. But then, as you get to the next one, so at this point you're about 50 feet down. Sorry, 60. Right, you're about 60 feet down. And, wait.
5 times 15.
75.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just like I'm trying to follow my. You're 75 feet down, and as you sort of do the backswing to hit into the thing, onto the piton,
A slime. You
foot-
feel your hand in slime. No.
no, your feet give way as the rung ladders from below you break and snap from the corrosion. Go ahead and give me a sort of a strength check. But I'll give you advantage because you have Flanagan and Anglin helping you.
Just have my plain strength.
Yeah, it's not like it's just a basic strength.
18.
18. So as the ladder breaks under your feet and crumbles, Philip, you feel all of the tension come into the rope, and between the three of you, kind of like hold it steady. And Liam, you're not like forced against the wall or anything. You're not like hitting the sides, but you're definitely having to like regain your ground. So you give me a dexterity saving throw.
Cool beans.
His best.
Yeah. Yikes. No, that's not the button that does it. Roll. Do you want to roll for me? It's +1.
Sure.
It's giving me trouble.
Alright, so that was a 13. So you drop the piton as you like try to like. Okay. So it's really just, a one of them. Like you still have more. I just mean to say like you have kind of like had to let go of it as you regain yourself.
Yeah.
So taking out the next one, it is going to be Mason's tools at disadvantage if you still want to try to do this one, because you don't really have the most stable ground to do it on.
Yeah, you know, let's do it. Let's do it to it. If you want to roll that one for me too, it's plus 11.
It's a lot better than a +1.
All right, so out of 12.
Fuck. Cool.
You got
it's
a
nice
what?
to know your dice like me as much as mine do. It's good.
I got a 1 and a 10.
Consistency.
I got a 1 and a 10. So, I'll just grab. I'll grab 2 other dice because maybe they're just like, you can't use me for later.
Use me.
Yeah, they'll probably hate me later. You're able to like kind of get it in, but it really is not too stable. So right now you have 2 out of the 5 batons are like questionable in their stability, but like you keep moving forward. Give me the next 2.
Go ahead and roll those for me.
All right, man.
It's
I
the
think we only
D&D
kinda
Beyond
did
app
it.
just isn't functioning right now. I don't know what's up.
I get you, man. Not an issue, and
Ooh.
so that's a 21 and a 30. So yeah, as you kind of keep moving down, they're getting harder to kind of like there's one time where like on the first one, as you kind of like lift your hand from it, you kind of feel the rung ladder just kind of like even just slightly bend. So you're like, okay. Like you're kind of like using less of you're putting less of your weight on these ladders as you continue to move down, and so you're starting to feel like more of the weight of it. But again, between the 3 of you, it's just one of them, so like it's not too bad. And on the next one, you kind of just and keep moving. You're just kind of you're getting into a rhythm. Give me your last one. You are at the 120 foot mark, and on this one you will be lighting it up. So.
Oh, it rolled, and I got a natural 20, so that's 31.
Yeah.
Not even a difficulty, and as you kind of just like hang on the rope for a second and light up the baton, you do see, it only drops another about 10 feet. The floor below is wet and sort of mildewy. Certainly the smell as you're getting... You guys have had your masks and filters, so I haven't like been saying anything. But as you get to this mark, you get this like rush of air. It's very acrid. It's very tough to breathe through, even through the filter. It seems like it's taking the brunt of the smell, and the air is sort of vapor waved, right? Like it has this heat wave texture to it. Below you, you do see just a spattering of, what looks like skeletons, some clothes, tattered linens, metals, slightly corroded in the basin here.
We'll
There
find
is
some
also
slime pellets. We can dissect them. See how the slime eat.
and the actual grate also then opens forward into a hallway.
All right. I guess I'll.
I jump.
Can we tell that he's there?
Guess he's lit.
Put it down.
he's
I'll do
lit some stuff.
the tug that we decided meant I'm at the bottom. You know.
God damn it.
Bop, 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 bop.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna now tie the rope on our end, and like I'm just gonna like secure it to the railing up here.
Okay, you're currently holding him.
Well, I assume.
Well, I was saying I was going to go to the bottom and then do the tug.
Yeah.
Once
Sorry.
I'm on the ground.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
misunderstood.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's untying it.
So you go all the way to the bottom, and you've untied. Are you untying yourself? Okay, you've untied yourself, and you go and secure it to
Yeah, I'm now securing the rope to the
consoles.
railing, so that we don't have a lot of
Oh,
slack.
the railing. Sorry. Okay.
Or just whatever looks the most sturdy.
I'll tell you, the consoles look sturdier than a railing.
Cool. Then I'll tie it around the consoles. Yeah.
They have like a thicker base, and they're actually bolted to the floor, whereas the railings are.
You had me at thicker. Let's go.
You sure you don't want to ask him? So he's talking to Miles. Now, what is your order? What's the point of order here for the rest of you?
I'll go first. I'll volunteer as tribute.
I actually, if I slip, I don't want to like hit you guys on the way down. I'm the heaviest and would cause the most trouble if I fell down onto you guys. So it might be better for me to be under you guys.
I would
So-
really appreciate if you just would go.
Okay, I go.
You go. Are you guys all going one at a time?
I can go after you. I'll go last at Lolly because if I fall, I can become a bird.
Okay.
Are you going one at a time? Like, are you waiting until somebody goes to the very bottom before the next person goes?
How long did it take him to do that?
Well, because he was doing the extra bits, it definitely took about 20 minutes to climb the entirety of it.
I would rather us just like go together.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have personal gain from that, so like if that's not smart, I understand. But
No, I think that's fine.
How
We can
far
go all
apart are
together.
you guys going to break up your movement?
the Philip height.
5 feet,
Like-
10 feet?
So like 15 is good.
So once you reach the first, like once every piton
Yeah.
kind of a thing, like you just move in those increments.
Enough room that we won't run into
Yeah.
each other.
Okay.
Can I
Wow.
prepare an action just in case?
Yeah, you can prepare an action.
Great. If I see someone fall when they are within 60 feet of me, I will cast levitate.
Okay.
They do not know this, but I can only do that once. I only got one slot left on it.
As you're
so-
sitting at the bottom, by the way, Liam, again, like that smell, like the feeling is very, it permeates the kind of room. The hallway stretches forward about 40 feet, and you kind of see these flickering kind of like ceiling lights in a way. They're more like the lights that you saw in the tunnels of below Felrin, right? It's a little bit more advanced and a little nicer. They're not like stuck into the side or anything, but they definitely lead forward. So Philip, then Setlali, then Nameless. Go ahead and do athletics checks with advantage because you have the rope. So like you have an easier way of climbing. And I'm gonna say these are 2. You guys are basically doing these in 2 batches, where you would be going down 60 feet and then the last 60 feet.
Before I go, I cast guidance on myself.
All right.
Can I just do that consistently?
Well, once you're down 60 feet, I'm gonna say no, because you're gonna have to hold on to you're gonna have to concentrate on holding onto the rope. But you're only making 2 checks. That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about. Like it's like you're only making 2 checks. So
Oh,
I-
well, This is with advantage, right? Not disadvantage?
it's at advantage. Yes.
2 dirty 20s.
that seemed to be telling of what happened. Philip, then Setlali, then Nameless. Give me your first rolls.
Dirty 20.
15.
Dirty 20.
All right.
I
There's a
fall.
few
No, I'm
times,
kidding.
Setlali, where as you're climbing down, like you're trying to get a little bit more stable, like it keeps like swinging a little bit, maybe just from the weight of Philip from below or something, but like it kind of keeps you on your feet, and as you do, you kind of like keep kicking rungs of the ladder off, but you're able to keep on. Like it doesn't seem like you're gonna have a hard time holding on. It's just sort of like keeping your stable ground. So it's causing you to hold back just a little bit, like hold up the line. The next 60 feet, what was it?
30, 20.
Set Lolly?
12.
Okay.
Oh, am I supposed to roll again?
Yeah, it's
With advantage?
Yeah.
I literally had the same negative roll. So this is 22.
All right, two, fine. So Lolly, as you sort of make your way down, it's sort of just like something about the rope or something is not conducive to you being able to do this. And there is a moment about 45 feet from the bottom that you lose the rope, and while it's still next to you, and you're next to the things, you're starting to fall.
Can I, okay, so I have a question that probably won't work, but I'm gonna ask it. Is there any way that I could try to catch myself and just run down the side?
I was gonna say, what's your speed? Because like
It's now 50. It's now 50 feet. So, well, that's my distance. So, is there any way, if not, I'll just slow fall and then just reduce the damage of me falling by 50, even though I don't know that Liam did the thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hate to be that person, but technically wouldn't Liam then.
Well, he does have a prepared action.
But I don't know that.
He can only see so far, so I'm going to make him make a perception check right now. Even with the lights, he can only see so far. So Liam, make a perception check.
Come on,
Does he have
roll.
the knowledge that Set Lolly is the only person that'll be okay in this situation?
That's not what he said.
I mean, if I see her running on the wall, that's one thing. If I see her slow falling, it's another. I probably wouldn't put that together.
Well, so running on the wall is very decisive. Slow fall is not like I just fall and I just like pratfall or something.
Slow
and,
fall,
don't-
she's like,
No, it's whatever kind of how you want it to be necessarily, but I've always considered it more like you are acrobatically making your way down. Like
Down.
you're like parkouring your way to the bottom.
I always thought of it as a feather.
No, that's featherfall.
That's
Could you just imagine that Lolly's like laying there while you're all
That's what
climbing
I was
down?
thinking.
Yeah.
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay, so Setlali, what would you like to do? You have either choice available to you. You can either slow fall, or I would say, if you want to make a dexterity check, you can see if you can grab onto the rung of the wall and then.
I want to try to do the dexterity check because I
I'd
just
say it's-
really think it would be super cool if
I
I'm
see
able
her
to.
do that, right?
You would, yes.
Flash of genius.
What is that?
+5.
Okay,
it
sure.
is a reaction.
It is a reaction. I'll
Okay,
allow it.
so-
I'll allow it. That's basically the other of your actions, though. Like you don't get to cast
Sure.
levitate now on anyone else. But I mean,
Unfortunately, player knowledge, and I at this point, it's hard to separate player and
it's
character
whatever.
knowledge.
I'm not trying. I'm clarifying. It's like that
Yeah.
would be the what's the
19.
19. You're able to grab onto the rung and just kind of like do this little frog like and you
I used to know the parkour term. I used to.
I don't know what it is, but like you do a Tony Hawk spin and you go down and you start like kind of doing this
Run like the
foot
Flash.
light foot sort of stepping on the wall, and as you get towards the end you start to curve, like as you begin you start to curve down the tunnel.
Do I?
So that way you're kind of, oh my god, a penis, and you start to curve curve down the tunnel and are able to slow your descent quick enough to kind of like do this like acrobatic leap at the end, at the last 5 feet, and kind of like gymnastic land right next to Liam.
I should have
that's
done
the
that to
second-
begin with.
That's the second coolest descent I've seen out of our group. Beautifully done.
Was I the first one too?
No, it still goes to the shield grind down the stairs, Philip. Sorry. It's tough to beat. It's tough to beat.
It really is.
It was off camera. I think it was the
I'll
first
get you,
natural 20 I
Philip.
rolled in the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, sure.
There's still
Non-combat though. I think you rolled a natural 20 in combat before that. But
there's
like,
still just I remember trying to break somebody's hands before and I had to roll like 5 times because I kept rolling like 3s.
Yeah, that was way long ago.
Yeah,
that was way before Philip wasn't okay breaking people's hands.
Yeah, back before he was an actual.
We
character.
love character growth.
So we all made it.
The rest of you, the last of you, two of you, are able to come down the rest of the way and untie yourselves from the rope. Again, similar feeling of flickering lights at the end of the hallway. This sort of like 40-foot long hallway with deep corrosion through it. The acrid smell, the vapors in the air. There is a door with a sort of a glass look through, like a look through glass at the end of the hallway that is closed.
I want to look through it. Yeah, I want to look through it.
Do I see any movement at all in this hallway?
Give me a perception check. You see Leo moving through the hallway to the door.
Rolls a 1.
Hey.
Some games, though.
That's another dirty 20.
Well, we're in the sewers. They're all dirty 20s.
As you look through the hallway, there's no part of it that like distinctly sticks out as something lurking or waiting or attempting to move within the hallway. You're not getting that sense, but that's about all you can glean.
Okay. I'm gonna stay close behind Liam as he moves up if he's moving towards this thing.
Sure. As you move up to the door,
Within 10 feet.
you look through the glass. What you see is the glass is pretty dirty itself, so it's a little hard to kind of like fully see through. But the things that you're kind of picking out, it seems like another extension of of the sewer system itself. You can see big stone walls at these sort of octagonal shaped walls, right? Like it goes kind of a thing. And as it moves forward, you can see another bridge that leads across to leads across water, and there's like these pillars farther on ahead, and it's about all you can make out. You kind of see some form of some opening or something, but it's, again, with the door closed and looking through the glass, it's tough to make out everything.
No crazy immediate danger. Figure we're probably heading this way anyway. But if there's an ambush, it's hidden better than I can see through this tiny window. So
I wonder if it's ring time.
What?
Ring of Truth.
Oh, the Ring of True Sight. Sorry.
ring a time.
I thought you meant the ring, as in like.
Oh.
I forgot. In a tunnel, like I thought.
Oh,
okay.
that is fair.
I was like,
I'm getting some
sorry?
major Friday the 13th vibes right now.
I was gonna say with the flickering lights that we switched genres.
There's no other exits out of this hallway, right? It's just a hallway to this door?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's not really anything we can do except move forward. And they're getting really impatient, so we should probably pick this up.
Shortly.
Is anyone really good at like finding traps, just to make sure maybe the door's not trapped?
Is that a thieves? Is that a thieves' tools roll?
Thieves' tools roll could help you. They're mostly about disarming traps. It would be an investigation check to find them.
Unfortunately, I mean, you are our intelligence person, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll investigate, see if there's traps.
All right.
Just a little. I'd like to.
Liam, your voice.
I'd like to go as quickly as possible, though, just because I don't know how much longer our masks are going to last.
I understand, but it won't last long if we die.
Yes, I'm just. Alright.
Does someone mind rolling a d20 for me and adding 5 to? Oh no, that's intimidation. No, it is 5 still. Investigation.
Yeah, it's intelligence.
I rolled a 15.
I rolled a
I
60.
got a rock.
Who was rolling?
Chelsea was first. That I heard at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. If somebody's gonna roll for Miles, please elect to. Don't just roll and then tell me.
Sorry.
Sorry, I
It's not on
needed to
you.
say someone, so I did it.
No, and it's not on you, Miles. It's fine. You were asking somebody to roll for you, and then 2 people decided to do it.
Every time Miles gets to decide who rolls.
Yeah.
Those are
Very
the rules.
popular.
Nothing's actually wrong. No, I'm not mad. 15 plus 5, 20. Okay.
Another dirty 20. So many dirty 20s.
It's all
So many dirty undies?
I pull out my desert
Well, but
Windex and
we're
start
two.
cleaning the.
Visitar you say tot? Do I see the
You love it, undies. You're who Captain Underpants was aimed for. That's a great book. I don't know what I'm talking
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm the only one it was for.
The target demographic was the entire child reader base of North America, I think. Like,
Sorry. I love Captain Underpants.
Immaturity. That's great. You investigate the door. You do notice that it is sort of one of the, like
it's got a valve door.
vaulty
Yeah.
things.
exactly.
It's got a valve.
Valve. Yes, thank you. It's a valve closed door. So part of your investigation is kind of like, well, we're gonna have to operate this, and it seems simple. It doesn't seem like as you're investigating, it doesn't seem trapped. It doesn't seem magical. There's no inscriptions or anything that you're seeing around it that denote any sort of magical type of trap. And then in terms of like physical traps as well, on a door like this, you kind of figure where you might actually find something like that on this side, and you're confident from this side you don't see any traps.
Okay. Also, for the sake of openness, I popped Ring of Crusade when we got into combat. It's an hour, so I might still have it. If I took 20 minutes and they took 10?
Well, they took it all at the same time, so it was more like, it was more like 10 minutes.
Alright, combat was less than that, but with investigations, like I probably got 10.
I'd
probably
say,
got like
I'd say it's,
15,
well,
20
this
minutes. left.
investigation is fairly quick. You're not like taking a
Well, I'm
whole
not talking
chunk
about
of time.
upstairs when we were like discovering this pit and all that.
Right.
So
I'd say about
I'm thinking-
20 minutes left.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Probably helps.
So I have it going right now.
Cool.
Yeah. We I'm gonna open the door. Didn't find any traps. I'm opening it. And then I open it.
Okay.
As you release the valve,
Should have got.
and there's this wave of pressure just as it sort of like unseals a bit, and you open it all away. That wave of acrid kind of like strengthens, and just kind of like another rush of
Should put masks on our masks.
and as you step through, you kind of start to see more of the actual structure itself. There seems to be up on the sides of the octagonal, there's like these long pane of glass on each side, facing across the bridge. And as you move forward, all of the stone, everything looks darker than the other stone used previously. It seems sort of slightly obsidian. Not actual obsidian, right? Like it's not, but it's like in that kind
It has
of
a higher
texture.
iron content.
Yeah, just like something about it just is darker, more lustrous, sort of, not lustrous, like it saps the color as you're moving across. There's a graded bridge, and about 20 feet below you see, 15 feet below you see some water moving through. Seems like it's an extra reservoir. It's not as clean as the filtrated water, but it definitely doesn't seem like soup. Across the bridge, you see the 4 pillars. In between 2 pillars on the right, you see this kind of grand machine. It's laying dormant currently, and you see a bunch of like the cables, very similar to things that you saw underneath Sested, right? Like the cables that went all throughout the tower. and you see it snake up from the back of the machine into these kind of like giant, what looks like, like a server room kind of thing. That's kind of what you're getting the imagery of, just like these giant metal boxes. Seems more of just like a power station. But those cables go into those boxes and then up through the ceiling. The ceiling itself is about 30 feet up in this room. Then you also see cables coming, sneaking from those powers on the right, all the way over to this like small hatchway. There's this like this 5 foot wide. Might only be. I'm gonna check my note. Sorry. It's actually 10 feet, but it's only about 5 feet, more like 4. It's like this really narrow sort of access hatch that these pipes are going through, that these cables and everything. And pouring out of that is this kind of, not a steady stream, but just like every so often there is this dark liquid that kind of like
Dark water.
just kind of like, just seems like it's stagnant in it. It doesn't seem exactly like it's like full force pouring out. It just kind of is trickling out.
So if I understand, there's a bridge that goes to these
It's this big
Not
open
consoles, but-
space. It is a huge. It's like this 60-foot space that then this this big console and this power station rests next to. On that wall next to the access hatch, you see the 2 levers on each side. And again, resting the console itself is resting between 2 of the pillars on the right side.
Oh. Liam, does that look important?
It does look important.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Seems like an important thing.
It's
The only theory I've had so far is I mean, something seems to be affecting what they're pulling out of the water here. It could have been like too much energy going into the machine, and then the like excess energy is somehow affecting these this muck and the slime. But it's a pretty loose theory with very, very little evidence. So we'll have to figure out more.
Okay. Well, if you want to try and figure out that, I've got a really bad feeling about just this room. So I'm just gonna keep my eye out.
Yeah.
I just want to scan as much as possible for, especially like where the thing's pouring out, like if it's pooling into anything.
It kind of just hits the ground and then just kind of like, seems like there might be some sort of drain right there or something, but it just.
Okay. Yeah, I want to sweep the ceilings and just every inch of it. I just want to keep looking for anything that we've missed.
Leaves. I guess I'll go check out the controls up close and personal.
Okay.
So I have to, out of character, I have to potty.
That's fine, buddy. As you pass over the bridge, are the rest of you following him? He's the only one who said he's moving forward.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to move within 10 feet of him cautiously. I want to like check above us. Check like, is this bridge like got a graded bottom?
Yes.
Okay, I want to look
It's got
down.
great.
I want to look down through that.
As you look down through that, you see the water rushing by. Nameless.
How much like space between the door and the is it just like door bridge
No, it's like 30 feet.
so there's like a little lip.
There's a 30-foot long stretch of floor bridge. The bridge is about 15 feet. Then it's the big expansive room with the the pillars and the console.
Okay, I want to go to the edge of like not on the bridge, but like on the land and like look down to make sure there's not like slimes on the walls or underneath, like closer to the water kind of thing.
As you look down, you see the water. You do not see any movement. You don't see any slimes. Nothing that you've seen before. You do see slight bits of like corrosion, like towards the bottom, but like it's very, very, very slight, and it seems more like it's the water than anything else.
And does the water seem to be going in a certain direction?
Yes, it's like if you were looking at the bridge, it's going left.
Towards the away from the.
Yeah,
Usually
away
the thing
from
to
the
the right?
away from the console.
Okay.
So, Setlali,
I'm just gonna follow
Oh, I can't hear
Liam.
you. Oh no, I just couldn't hear you then. You came in at the end.
Oh, weird. I'm just gonna follow Liam.
Okay. And you're keeping within 10 feet, you said?
I want to stay within 10 feet of Liam as he moves forward. Yeah.
Okay, so the console itself is like, it's about 20 feet into the room. Okay, just making sure we all kind of understand where it is.
And after I cross the bridge, I want to check the ceiling.
Give me a perception check.
I'm a liar. I want to go to the control room. Or, like, where there's controls. Not control room, but, like...
There is no controlled room. There's the console.
Right, no. Yeah.
And then there's, so you're going
That's
with
where I'm
Liam.
going
That's where
anyway, yeah.
Liam's going.
Yeah. So I guess, then yes, I guess I'm still following Liam.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. I was just making sure.
Ooh, so Lolly thought you did something there.
7.
7. It is 30 feet up. It's made of the same material as all the other stuff around you. Liam and Setlali, as you step up to the console, we will go to break. And we'll come back in 15 minutes or however long our break is. Please be active in the chat and just make sure to ask for everything that you want in this life. Either, I don't know, just say something. Anything. Just being active in chat is enough.
That makes
And-
you eligible for the giveaway.
Makes you eligible.
Get those supplements. For
Ah.
D&D, not like brain supplements. Not
Or
like
like health stuff. No,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Everybody to the Natural Ones. We're now in our second half, and I've laid out a little potentially, hopefully helpful map of sort of like intention, direction of the areas around us. Is you see Nameless over here. You're kind of actually more like back across the bridge still, because you haven't crossed it.
That's fine. I was
But
also
I'm just
imagining me
placing
laying
you
down.
against the edge of the map so that you can see.
you're muted, Chelsea.
No,
It was more to myself.
We have Setlali and Liam up against this console in between the two pillars, and these are the like all the big mass of cables and conduits that lead to this kind of back structure of like a power box. This is the gentle dripping of that, and then the two levers on each side.
Cool. Really quickly, I just want to give a big congratulations to the winner of the supplement that we gave away at break.
Yeah.
Miles, would you like to take it away?
Yeah. So congratulations to
Insert name here.
on that awesome supplement. We hope you enjoy. He thought he could get past
nearly,
it. But...
nearly 30 episodes of that.
I know.
And we're going to have 30 more.
I know.
And like that's why I'm not actually mad at you for all of your new content.
Because
I
it
could
is-
we could come up with something new. I'm fine to
Can
brainstorm
you?
for 2 weeks. Yes.
yeah, fine, whatever. All right. So, what are you hoping to achieve, Liam?
Technical stuff. No, just seeing if I could figure out like what in particular the console seems to be controlling, or what information it's currently giving out. If there's anything on this console that would tell me what those two levers do, that'd be rad. If not, I'm gonna go investigate those in a little bit, but mostly just any information I can get from this thing in regards to what it does and the state of the treatment plant as a whole.
Okay. Setlolly, are you...
I'll help, and if I find nothing within like a couple minutes search, I'll want to look at the cords in the background or behind it to see if like there's any slime.
Well, I mean, like, he's definitely checking out the console if you wanted to do that at the same
Yes.
time.
Then yes, I would.
Okay, so we'll put you back around here to kind of check out this stuff. So Lolly, give me an investigation check, and Liam, give me an Arcana check to try to understand the machine.
I got a 19.
Okay. With a 19, you are able to discern that there are remnants of it, but the coating of the actual like cables and everything, like the actual casing of them, seem to kind of not be corroded. You can see trails of like a slime-like thing, but like it doesn't seem like it's affected it.
Okay.
Liam.
Do you want to roll for me?
Sure. What's your bonus?
9.
Okay, so dirty 20. Kind of. It takes you a couple minutes to kind of like actually glean the most that you can from this machine, and looking at some of the diodes and everything, it's all written in common, but it seems to be a generator of some sort, but it also seems to be a like given the diodes, given the buttons, given the actual like there's also a what's it called, the
Lever?
I don't know if it's a lever, but it's basically like a way to increase, like what you'd see on like a ship,
Like a racing thing?
Like a slider thing.
yeah, like I
Like
wish
spool up the FDLs?
A dial.
No,
no, not a dial. It's
I'm
like
afraid.
if you're on a boat.
It's like a
and
handle that
yeah,
Okay.
throttle.
a throttle. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, some sort of power throttle. If I'm gonna make these things, maybe I should do a little bit more
Yeah. Yeah.
understanding of technical terms.
Go on a boat.
But
Or a battleship.
so all encompassing, it not only seems to be a way to regulate power, but it also seems to be generating a like a database. Like it's got like a seismograph type reader to it. None of it is operational at the current moment. It is all dead.
Any idea? Any way to tell how long it's been dead for?
Given the state of like just general dusting, anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks.
This could be the problem. I'm gonna, basically explain what I found to the people around me.
So can you turn it back on?
And sit lolly.
Well, because when I was looking at the cords behind it, I was only looking for slime. Are any of them like not plugged in, or is there like an on-off switch in the back? that we
No,
just...
nothing like that. No, it's these things basically directly. These things directly hook up to these like big station behind it, so they feed directly into it. So if anything's going wrong there, you'd have to kind of like cut apart the casings and look inside.
So do you think you can get it running again?
I can try. That was my first instinct, but it also felt like, an impulsive one. So I wanted to check with everyone first.
If this
But I'm...
if this stopped and then these slimes showed up, I don't think it's gonna make it worse. At least.
That seems reasonable to me. Yeah, can I try and turn this thing back on via the console, or?
Yeah, you could work it out.
Alright.
Especially with what you've already gleaned from it. There are, it's a pretty simple on-off.
I'm gonna do that. Let's just go for it.
All right. So you turn on the machine as it kind of whirs and as everything starts to surge through. You over here, Sitlali, kind of hear the hum of the electrical sort of storage sheds start to come to life and surge power into this big console. Liam, the seismograph sort of goes and it starts to go back into an even pace as it sort of like readjusts and realigns, and the power gauge, the throttle kind of like comes back to a zero. You have the console open to you. There are a couple of functions. There are, there's the sort of you see written before you in the consoles these things like charge level, expend energy, and you see a last one that kind of says capacity, like discharge capacity. Currently, the charge level is at 0, and the discharge capacity is like a broken meter. But as it turns on, and you see the graph kind of like doing its thing, kind of picks up a little bit. And as it starts to pick up, you see from the hatch, the 10-foot sort of where all these cables and things are feeding through, you see the hatch kind of bubble a little bit more. Sort of like oily, viscous sort of substance just kind of hitting the floor again. As the machine continues to move, you do see that the charge level is starting to go up. Very, very minorly, incrementally, sort of like 1% over the 10 seconds you've had it on.
Alright.
And it takes another like 30 seconds for it to get to 2%.
Is there I'm gonna go investigate that grate real quick, see what I can see like back there.
Okay.
Where the goop's coming out of.
As you're gonna move over here. Are you still following him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
So go ahead and roll. What are you investigating over on this side?
I think first I want to see if I can see where the cables, because the cables
come
there,
through
right?
and then go through the hatch.
Yeah, I want to see if I can see like where they're heading to.
As you kind of peer through the hatch, it's just forward. Through the extent of your vision.
Does the make of this seem to be similar to the consoles we saw with the rest of the treatment plant? Is there reason to believe this is part of the treatment plant based on how it is built, how the directions are laid out, what the
It's a similar design.
Okay.
You could definitely see that like the people who made the stuff upstairs potentially made this as well.
Okay.
But the nature of what this is talking about and the nature of where it's positioned and what it's doing, very different than the water filtering.
Yeah. I don't currently have evidence that this is part of the water filtration system. It seems to build up energy and then discharge it somewhere, doing something. We don't know what. For all we know, this could be part of the weapon we were sent here to destroy, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how to figure that out. I do think I want to spend a little bit of time investigating the levers and seeing if I can see what they do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check on the lever to the right. Nameless, Lolly, are you wanting to do anything?
That's a 9.
When the lever got, or when the machine got turned on, did the water direction change at all?
No. Continue to move the same direction.
There are things that I, Nameless, don't know, so I guess at this point I'm just gonna walk over so that I'm not just by myself towards the center of the room-ish.
So something like here.
Yeah. But
I
with
would
my back
kinda-
turned
sorry.
towards the door. Or, facing the door.
Okay.
I would kind of like to not be behind the machine anymore. Please.
Okay, where would you like to be?
I'll go back in front of the console. In case anything happens, I can be there to...
Sure.
Turn it
Give me an
off.
Arcana check. With a 9 investigation, Liam, you're not confident. This lever is like you kind of like looking around. It's a little hard to like make out anything. Just like the nature of all of the way that the stone around you is made is just very, very similar, and so it's hard to like discern things. It sort of like is pulling light away from everything else. And so as you're looking at it and trying to investigate it, can you make me a dexterity saving throw? And what is the Arcana check for you, Savali?
14.
14.
You get a +4.
You understand it enough, Setlali, that like were you to turn off the machine, you'd be like, again, it's all written in common, and so it's like it's this thing you kind of gather how maybe the finer points of the machinery are beyond you, but like it's a fairly simple design of like on off.
12.
12. So as you're sort of like inspecting the lever and you're looking around, you're pulled from under your feet and fall prone and are dragged 10 feet this way as this wrapping of these like ooze-like tentacles come from the floor and are pulling you this direction. And roll for initiative, everybody. If you want, I can roll for you, Miles.
Saw
The
it.
last roll worked. This one isn't. You can roll for me.
All right.
I'll go with this one.
I got you 10. Okay. Now, how to play Yahtzee. Philip?
5.
Nameless?
6.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
Set Lolly?
9.
Liam has the highest.
You know what's nice
I'll
about
take-
this, though?
That you get to go first for once?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Wish I had blowback.
No, what's nice about this is that means you guys are all really going in a close-knit group. You guys are basically going like all at once, and then it's its turn. It gets to go first, sure, but
And we Justice League it, and we all go at the same time.
so I don't have enough minis for this. I left them at work, so I'm going to try to like show you as best I can what's happening. As the tendrils grab Liam and pull him to his feet and drag him away, up from the ground 3 more right next to you of these sort of like small-sized creature like lengths of ooze come up from the floor and try to whip the 3 of you. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Use the penguins.
Oh, I could use the penguins. Hang on.
God damn it!
I have exactly 3 of them.
Penguin drolls.
Okay, now question.
We were like-
are these...
Mm-hmm.
No, just kidding. Is it a magical effect, would one say? I'm just trying to get advantage.
It is not a magical effect.
Ooh. That's so sad.
A bludgeoning attack.
Oh, thank God. I thought they were all 3 by me.
No.
Oh!
But rubbing up from the floor.
He's a
And
penguin.
Liam, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw as it sort of it's wrapping itself around you. Okay.
So there's a slime. So there's a small size slime that's on him.
There is a small creature size amount of slime on him.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to make the attacks first, and then if you still need me to roll for you, just let me know, Liam. They all miss.
It's
As
a 26 for me.
Okay. You're able to kind of like, as it's constricting around you, you do start to see like parts of your coat start to singe as it's starting to kind of like try to. It's like, it's as if you're seeing a stomach in real time trying to like dissolve something. And as it constricts against you, you're able to like push against it, and you're able to kind of keep your coat over yourself as you do it, so you're only taking half damage from this effect. So you take 2 points of acid damage. Woof. So you are currently not grappled by it either. So you can effectively get out of the way because you saved, but it's just like it's still around you at the moment. From the 3 over here, they all, as they try to whip off around you, you guys are able to kind of like get enough leeway, and Philip kind of raise up your shield as it strikes against it, and Sitlali kind of like acrobatically jump over one of the tendrils as Nameless. You kind of just are able to, as it's like whipping at you, you kind of detect it and dodge out of the way. So now it is Liam's turn, then Sitlali.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, half your move. You're able to kind of stand up, and as you do, kind of wrap it around, get it off of you, but it becomes a tendril as well. Let's see this next time, so you can see it.
First, what I'm gonna do. Sorry, keep hitting the wrong one. All right, cool. I'm going to hit it with one of my warhammers and expend a point to try and to knock it back 5 feet.
Okay.
So that's gonna be. All right. Would you mind rolling for me?
Not at all. What's your bonus?
9.
Okay. So that's a 16. That does hit.
Cool. So I'm gonna knock him back 5 feet. It's 1d8 plus 5.
Nice.
It won't let me roll that either.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. 9 damage.
Then the other hand, I'm gonna throw my hammer.
As it sort of like just sort of slides across the floor and gets 5 feet away. You throw your other hammer.
Yep. That'll be. I'm gonna do that twice, so it'll be plus 9 again for both.
25 and 23. Both hit.
1d8 plus 5, but on one of those I am going to use my Arcane Jolt to add 2d6.
Okay, so 6 damage from the first hit. And then it adds 2d6, you said?
Yep.
11 on second hit. For a whopping 26 damage in one turn. Nice job. As you, and sort of, as it smacks back, you, and it does seem like it's kind of ripple effect on the tendril itself. It's not going anywhere, but it certainly has. You can tell it's sort of like ripples through its body. Set Lolly and then Nameless.
So I would like to do
still,
for my action.
Sorry, you do still have movement if you wanted to move away. Sorry, you meant to say that. Yeah, 15 feet if you wanted to move at all, Liam. So.
I'll take like just. I'll come back so I'm, like kitty corner from Philip almost.
Cool. That means you're within his area of influence as well for the aura, by the way. Set Lolly, names.
Okay, so I would like to do 2 unarmed strikes since I'm right there.
Sure.
Um,
You want to attack
that's
this
a-
cute little penguin? How
Yeah,
dare you.
because it's not a. Yeah, I hate penguins. That's not true, people. So that's a 15
Okay.
and a 16.
Both hit.
Great. Nine points of damage. Then I'm going to, because I have to spend a key point to disengage. Well, no, disengage means to stop fighting, right?
Well, disengage means that for the rest of your movement, you will not take attacks of opportunity from leaving combat. So when you disengage, moving to this spot, this thing can't attack you.
And then
If
Because I
you
wanted to
don't,
go
if you
on-
don't do that, then it does get that opportunity.
you can
That's
still.
what I thought. Okay. So I want to disengage, but I want to jump on top of the console so that I'm a little farther away from it, and I'll spend that key point. But then I'm going to spend 2 more key points.
Okay. I'm just going to listen to the rest of your idea and then go ahead.
Yeah, because that's how I do Searing Arc Strike, which is Burning Hands.
Right. So
But I have to spend 2 key points on that
spending
as well.
spending the 1 key point to disengage, you still take your bonus action to disengage. So you don't
So I
have
don't
a
have-
so you wouldn't have a bonus action to spend on Searing Arc Strike. You could take the chance of the attack of opportunity, get up on top of the console, then do Searing Arc Strike.
Then I'll just take the attack of opportunity and then do the Searing Arc Strike and hope for the best.
Okay, right? Like that's not
Yes.
a bad plan. So you kind of like try to get up top. It's probably about like it is a big console, so you do have enough foot room up top. It's only about 10 feet up, just so you know.
That's okay, because Burning Hands I think is only
Natural 1.
good.
He drops his arms.
Because it's
No,
only
it
'cause
becomes
it's
a
only
penguin.
15 feet. Because it's only
15
a
feet.
15-foot range, and range and cone. So then I do that,
Mhm.
and it has to make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
of 15.
Does not succeed.
Beautiful. Which is how much damage you don't say on here.
But then she jumped up on the console.
1d6. 5 points of damage.
Okey-doke.
Wait, I think I'm a liar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it only 1d6 points of damage for that?
Well, so it says level first, but then it says 3d6 fire damage. But
Yeah, so it's 3. Then it's 3d6 is the damage.
then I'm sorry.
All good.
5,
So 5.
11, 15 points of damage.
Nice. 4, 5, 6. Very good tactic. You are now above. He missed you it missed you as you go upside, and you sort of place your hands together, and this jet of flame out into this cone kind of burning around its form. And it as the fire ends, you do see it just sort of like smoke and char a little bit, and there's like this extra, like the smell of fresh asphalt. Like that's what starts to permeate the space around you.
Sorry.
After Lolly, it is Nameless and then Philip.
Okay. I have 2 questions.
Okay.
One, so there are little tendrils that are coming. Okay, I lied. I have 3. There are little tendrils that are coming from the ground. Like they're not like separated from them.
What do you
So
mean?
like when he did the pushing thingy, did it like stay underground? Like if I tried to push this little penguin into the water, can that happen?
You
Did
can
that
certainly
happen
try. I can't. It's not information
No.
I can give you. Is what I'm
I
trying
guess
to
what I'm
say.
trying to say is like, does that look like it's attached to something below ground?
Well, it's coming from the ground. That's all.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Okay. My second question is, well, wait. So I didn't see when he moved it.
You did see it move, yes.
Okay. So then my second question is, when he did the, and it like rippled through the body, did I see anything happen to my tendril?
No.
When Jackie did the searing hand, did I see anything happen to my tendril?
No.
That would be fascinating.
I definitely see what you're asking, but no. Those questions,
Well-
the questions that you're asking, no.
I don't want to know if I want to waste a spell or not, is my question. Okay, well, what was supposed to be my third question. Based off of what I know of the blobs from before.
Okay.
I guess I have. So 2-part
This is
question.
awesome. Just ask it. It's great. I love
Sorry,
it.
2-part question. Does this look like those?
Uh-huh.
And are they considered creatures?
What do you mean by creature?
Almost gonna reveal the plan. Here's the plan, y'all. What I was gonna do was polymorph it, and then hope that all the tendrils were sucked into the ground, and I was gonna make them into a worm. And then we just become one unit and assemble.
So the point of polymorph is that it works on creatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creatures is uniform. When you get into creature types, like dragon is a creature type, beast is a creature type,
Okay.
and that's why it's saying you can turn any creature, meaning a living thing, or just a like a living being, not an object, into another thing, which is consolidated to beasts only. That's why it makes that distinction. So. Right. What you know about the other ones is that they are creatures.
I'm gonna try the first thing that I wanted to maybe do, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But y'all just know that's in the back pocket. Okay. So I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at my little tendril.
Okay.
My
I like
little
to call them
tendril, my little tendril.
My tendril. Oh, I'm gonna call him. Not important. It was Podrick. I just want you all to know. You have to make a save for Constitution.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was reading.
Save for constituents.
It does not pass.
Great. So it's gonna take 2d8, which I have already because this was my original plan. So it takes 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow.
It is then also pushed 10 feet away from me. So I imagine I turned to face it, and it pushed it.
Yeah, you're pushing it.
Observe, did anything happen to the other tendrils?
Give me a perception check. As you're focusing on a certain only one, and you're trying to look at everybody else's as you do.
How's
the
a
thing.
22 do ya?
Yeah,
No.
Tyler, how does a 22 do you?
As you push.
23.
Yeah, 23. How does that do you, Tyler?
I mean, I have to continuously not trust her because she keeps changing the numbers.
I can't do math.
oh, well, now it's a 24. What do you think about that?
It says the 2, and then you say a 6.
As you push it 10 feet away from you, and you quickly take a look at the other tendrils, no reaction. You have movement left if you would like to move.
The circly things are cylinders?
They're the pillars. They're kind of like support pillars.
Okay. I would like to go onto the... This is probably a terrible idea, but I don't know how to combat well. I'm gonna walk onto the bridge.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Right there.
Get you on.
I have 35 feet actually, but that's as far as I wanted to go.
Okay.
She's letting you have this one, Tyler.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
And then I want to face my peeps and see. I want to just.
I
go
think
like
this is the funniest.
That's all.
You don't have to tell me that you're facing your peeps. Like I know which way you're. If you're gonna talk
I
to
don't wanna
people,
know if it's one
if
big
you're gonna
giant
talk to
monster.
people when you're over here and they're all up here, I'm pretty sure.
To be
that
fair, I didn't talk to them. I was silent.
Say what you're gonna say.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. I'm just observing the tendies.
Chicken tendies.
Mom, can you make me some chicken tendrils?
Yeah, it is very bad.
I just because I want to know if it's one big monster or several little monsters because I don't want to polymorph just one.
That's
little
my favorite
monster.
movie.
4 little
Philip.
monsters.
No, just little monsters. Philip, it is your turn.
Oh.
That Ben and Fred said.
I'm just doing a full round of attacks on this thing. I'm getting bloodthirsty, so this is
Slime
Yeah,
thirsty. Ick.
See, first two little pick swings
This
at him.
little pick of mine. I'm on a lattice.
So I rolled an 18 and a 2. Pretty sure it's gonna be, no matter what, it's gonna be. Well, I guess it's yeah, it's a 27 and 11.
That's
This
a hit and a
thing's
miss.
AC. Is that?
It's a hit and a miss.
Okay, so these things have a higher AC than the last ones. It's gonna be 9 damage off the one hit.
Okay.
And then, bam, here comes my shield. From downtown. Bonus action shield attack. I rolled a 13. It's gonna be like a nice. It's gonna be like a 21 actually.
Hits.
Yeah.
22, right?
No, it's at a +8. It's
Oh, your shield's at a plus.
my
8.
shield. Yeah,
That's
my
right.
shield isn't a +1 weapon. Excellent.
Good shit, dude.
And that's 8 damage off of that.
Very nice.
You got it.
As you kind of, without the pick on the first hit, it kind of morphs out of the way on the second one, but you're able to kind of catch it with the shield on the third.
Yeah. And then, to prevent it from moving towards Liam, I'm going to just sidestep over there. So if it tries to move away, I can sentinel it.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Next up. Can I get a con save from Liam and Philip?
Maybe.
I'm ready for you if you need.
Yeah, fire away.
What's your bonus?
6.
12.
21.
21. And you're not within... Yeah, you're just out of his range.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well,
Ball.
So, as the two of you are fighting your tendrils, Liam, something just kicks in, and it's almost as if your filter has the mask has no filter anymore, and you have lost your bonus action for the round. It is its turn though, as these. How much movement this thing's got?
Oh.
Yikes.
How much else is that? Moving in.
I can see her counting the squares.
As it as these things kind of Lolly, the tendril that was right in front of you like slinks forward and stretches out 10 feet, and is about to strike you. And the same thing with Liam. Nameless, you want to roll me a perception check?
Yeah? Yes, I do. Oh, no. I think it's 17.
Philip, you are struck. What is your AC now,
20.
Liam?
19.
Struck.
I have a question.
Lolly,
Can I
what is
dodge?
yours?
But can I dodge it?
Is that a reaction for you?
That's a great
Dodge
question.
Dodge is an action you can take, but if there is, generally speaking, patient defense, I don't think is a
No,
reaction.
it's not a
it's a bonus
reaction.
action.
It's a bonus
Yeah,
action.
just
Sorry.
kidding. I saw it and I got on my thing because I read my character sheet and I got excited and then it wasn't it.
You're looking.
My AC is a 16. Yeah, so I probably get hit.
Misses you. Nameless.
17.
17. Okay,
Yes.
you said you were popping something.
Bottles.
Oh,
What?
okay. I thought you said you were
Pringles.
popping something.
Molly.
So it
Oh.
hits you with a 25.
Yikes.
Yeah, I
And
can't
it
do
hits
anything
you.
about that.
It's hitting you, Miles. Okay.
You know what? That's all.
All right. 11 damage to you, Philip. 9 damage to you, Liam. As sorry, so 7 of that was bludgeoning and to both of you, and then 2 acidic to you, Liam, for acid to you. In case it matters, sometimes it matters for certain characters, and so I just wanted to make sure you guys got
I
it.
can't remember who has acid resistance, but no one in the party does now. There is a race that gets it though.
There's also spells and stuff.
Yeah.
As it starts to burn, as it sort of like smacks you across the face, Philip, and it kind of hits you in the chest, Liam. You start to feel the burning sensations of it all. Lolly, even on top of the console, you're able to kind of like deftly maneuver and muscle for rank.
Fuel burning fast
On
an
this
tank.
empty tank, yeah. So, yeah.
It's empty. Okay.
Then, after that, okay. Nameless. You said you had a 17.
Yes.
As these things continue to move in, there's a split second off to the left where you see the black of the entire structure like separate for a moment and look like a sandstone underneath. Like it's a very brief moment off all over here in the corner, but like as you're kind of paying attention to everything laying around, there's just this like almost like a tear, and then it seams back up.
It is one big creature.
Liam, and then Lolly.
So no bonus action this round?
No bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to hit with my melee hammer
again, I'm going to spend a point to push him back with it, and I'm also going to use an Arcane Jolt to add. Or do I have to? When you hit, so I don't have to claim that yet. Okay. So first, I'm just going to hit him to knock him back 5 feet. Can you roll that for me?
Natural 20.
Great. Yeah. So I'm
You're gonna
Arcane
spend it-
Jolting on
Oh,
that.
Arcane Jolt on that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So max damage on all of that. So that's D8. So 8 plus 5
Mm-hmm.
plus Arcane Jolt is 2d6.
Yep.
So 25. Then you get to roll an additional D8 and an additional D6. Because the
Awesome.
Arcane Jolt is also critical, so you also do. So I'll do
Awesome.
that real quick. I'll roll you another D8 and D6, and this will be plus 25. 5. So 30 damage in total. And as you do, the whole thing just snaps apart. And as it does, you see, yeah, you can grab it. As it does, you see the sort of like 10-foot square in front of you open up, and sort of at this it kind of just opens up, and it sort of stays there for the second. You still have your second attack if you want.
I do. I'm gonna throw my hammer at Philip's penguin. I'm going to sharpshooter it, so I'm only gonna get +4 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I have to claim this one beforehand, actually.
Well, sharpshooter.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
have to claim.
spend 2 points to add 2d4 to it on the throw because of the Tinker's
to the
abilities.
damage, right?
Yeah, 2d4 to damage. So it's +4 to hit.
Okay, you just hit as you.
That's great.
So
So the damage on that's going to be 1d8 plus 5 plus 2d4 plus 10
Okay.
because of sharpshooter.
Wow. All right.
Max damage on the hammer, and then
Who said Artificer wasn't a DPS class?
5. So 5 from the 2d4. So that's 8 plus 5, 13 plus 5, 18 plus 10,
Plus 10.
28.
28.
Jesus.
This is how I should have fought Rudnick. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
I didn't actually know what abilities were on your kinetic hammer, but if it's like, wow. Is that your kinetic hammer or your potential?
One of each. One was the knockback 5. The other is the
Right.
The potential
plus
is the
2d4.
knockback, and the kinetic is the
Wow.
the extra.
Because you're just like throwing it even harder, basically.
Yeah.
That's the only problem with it, though, is that he has to be able to throw.
Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
like that would have been the trick, right? Is like having to push him back and then throwing it. So
God, that's a cool weapon.
that's your turn, unless you want to move.
I'm gonna move 5 feet over towards Philip just so I'm within range for another saving throw.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Lolly. Then it is Nameless.
I would like to do 2 unarmed strikes on Floppy Boy
Mm-hmm.
to try to get him off the console. Or at least so that he's injured enough to fall off the console. As I roll the wrong dice,
Okay.
that is a 19
Hits.
and a 12.
Does not hit.
Okay.
It kinda just,
so
like-
that is
Bounces off as you hit.
yeah. So that's 6 points of damage.
Okay. 6 points of damage.
And then
If you want a lifeline at all, I can. Or if you need me to count something out easier.
am I
for you.
30 feet from the other penguin?
Fine.
I mean, I'm like 10 feet up, but like
Yes, you are 30.
okay. Nah, I'm just gonna, you know what, I changed my mind. I'm just gonna do 2 more unarmed strikes to try to get this guy
Sure.
out of my face.
So it's a key point, and then
Yes, it is. Yes, it is a key point. That's so correct. You are so right. Confirm. Okay. So that's a 20
hits.
and a 22.
Hits.
$12 points of damage.
Damage. Cool.
Do I want to do it?
Yeah, and just remember too, like your key points can be used for dodge. It can be used for a couple other things too. So like when you get to those moments, that was a good choice. Doing 2 more attacks. So like keeping those things in mind about because where you are is away from a lot of the other stuff. So, but if they can jump up, then you might have to think about tactics.
Yeah.
All right, names then Philip.
Fuckers.
Okay. I have potentially a terrible idea.
Excellent.
How far is the closest tendril from me?
45.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cast. I really hope I'm not wasting this spell. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Geas.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yes.
casting that.
Yes. Yeah.
First of all, it has to pass a Wisdom saving roll of 16.
Does not.
I will command it to do us no harm and provide to do us no harm physically and to I'm trying to hold on, figure this out right.
Yeah. I'm reading the spell so I can.
I
help
know.
you.
This is why I'm worried. I'm worried. We'll
This
see.
is why I'm
worried.
reading the spell. To help you. Wow. Magical command on a creature that you can see within range. Carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of activity as you decide. While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions for no more than once each day. A creature that can't understand you is unaffected by the spell.
I'm aware. That's the part that I'm nervous about, but we'll see.
Okay. And what's great about
Would
this is that
Nameless
it
know
lasts...
otherwise? Wait, is that something that a character would know versus Chelsea would know? Because I don't know. But would Nameless know?
You could have asked to do like a nature check or something to know what this thing is. But
So, okay.
Since
So
you've already cast, since you've
I-
already declared what you wanted to do, I can't go back. I'm trying not to do
That's
that
totally
more and
fine.
more. I'm trying to be pretty firm.
No, that's me asking, like, in the future, like, what is... How do
Yeah, I would say that in the future, if you want to know if something can understand you, ask before you ask.
Cool.
And I'll let you know if you can reasonably assume.
You can tell me that, basically. Like, it...
Yeah, like there are some times
Cool.
where like I should be like, especially with your ability to speak to animals, like your avenues for that are a little bit more open. But like
Cool.
your reasonable assumption, just go ahead and ask me and I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say... to...
Okay, so the 10 roll.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this properly so that I don't screw myself over.
Okay.
To refrain from hurting the party and, like,
Us.
making sure that that's clear.
Don't hurt
who I'm
us.
saying. Don't hurt us, and do not destroy the bridge or or anything that
So-
could.
So you can give it a single command. Which would you rather have?
Don't hurt us.
Okay.
Or
Actually, I don't know if it's.
it says I can place a magical command.
Magical command, so it doesn't say
Okay.
single, so you can give it like
So
a
I'm gonna say,
parameter.
don't hurt us and don't move.
Okay. As you
They can't understand me.
as you push out into it, you see the tendrils still moving.
They can't understand me. I should have probably more poop.
You still have movement and a bonus action at the end.
Nope.
Okay.
All of my 5th level spells are completely pointless.
Okay. I mean, it could have been great. You don't know.
Polymorph's gonna be great. I can't wait to
Philip?
polymorph it.
Oh, I'm just swinging my pick. Oh, that's a 27.
Hit.
I hope so.
That's 13 damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm swinging that pick again. Oh, here we go. That's a natural 20. That's a natural 20. Okay.
So it's at least 13. So it's 14.
14 damage.
And then you have
That's
Savage
14
Critical.
damage. That's true. So I get one more d8. That's right.
15 damage.
That's 15 damage. It's 15 damage
Yeah,
on
sure.
that little boy.
What? Yeah, 2 1s. 2 1s on damage there. Man.
Yikes.
That was awesome. As it
Is it enough still? Okay.
it breaks apart, you see a little 10-foot square that's just this sandstone, like not sandstone, but it's like it's in that same color. It's not sandstone itself, but it's like it's
So
that
you just
kind of,
mean there's that isn't like a dark patch anymore.
no,
Like, okay.
that sort of like sucks in all the color is just gone.
Okay.
I have an idea.
I
It's not as exciting as Nameless's, but it'll be fun.
if I'm right, it will be as exciting. Okay, I'm gonna. That thing can move 30. Yeah, I'm gonna run over to. Yeah, I'm gonna run over to this one. I'm gonna pin this
My
one down.
bonus.
Okay.
And
Still
yeah, I'm
have
gonna
your
run over to
bonus.
this one and do a shield attack.
Okay.
19.
Hit.
It's a D6.
5 damage.
Yeah, 5 damage.
Never in my life have I seen that many in a row. Just
Coming off of a natural 20.
Yeah.
Just like no damage. You don't get any damage out of this. It's
oh,
fine.
it's so good. It's so juicy.
That's
It's like a big
that's it.
booty juice. So back to the top. At the start, you see pouring from the access hatch, hitting the ground, that spot that was open. You see, sort of seal back up. And at the top of this round, I want, everybody actually at this point, as the time has gone on, the air has become even worse, and you start to see again this vapor becomes stronger. You're actually seeing the odor, like this green thick smoke starting to permeate the room. So everyone in the room must make a Constitution saving throw. Thanks. Philip.
13.
Liam.
Go ahead and roll that for me. +6.
Sure. It's a 2. Sorry, buddy. 8.
Wow, he rolled a -4.
Nameless.
10.
Set Lolly.
9.
You have all lost your bonus actions for the round.
I don't have any, so.
I just think it's funny. It's like, meh. As well as those of you on the ground, Philip and Liam, can you make me an additional Constitution saving throw? What's you said it was +6?
Yeah.
Alright, so 17.
11.
11. As you're standing on the ground, Liam, you're starting to feel this like pulse like permeate through the ground.
Shaking the walls.
Shaking the very walls! And there's this moment where you realize what's happening, and you kind of just brace for it a little bit, and Philip, your entire body just gets racked with like jolt of electricity.
Oh. Okay.
You take 14 electric damage. Liam, you're able to negate it. You kind of like do a jump off. I don't know. You hold yourself together or something. You're just used to it. You're used to electrocution.
Yeah.
Just a grounding hammer.
Yeah. Now, as it starts its turn, get these guys come strike at you. So the ones against Lolly and one of the ones against you, Philip, miss. But this one does. It's hitting with a 23. Okay. Can't remember if that does something for you with your sheet. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's not.
Is it under? Is that what we made it? Okay, that's what it is. Liam, you are attacked with a natural 20. So.
What, wait. Okay, but how much does that hit me by? Is it within 3 points of
It's a 27.
Okay, so no. Okay. I should have asked last time, because that's how I regenerate points on one of my
That's
hammers.
why I was
keep
trying to
forgetting.
say it, and I was like, okay. Because it was exact last time. It was like on 19, so.
Oh, so I should have gotten a point. No.
But I'm trying to figure out if I should tell you what it's hitting you with, or if it... Nah, I should just be telling you. I should just be telling you what it hits you with, so that way it, gives you the opportunity to say, hey, I also want to get these points. So it's on me. You can have a point back, honestly.
Honestly, I might need it.
It should happen. So against you, Liam, you're taking...
Yeah, okay.
Mm. 29 points of damage.
Yikes.
As
dog.
as you were grounding yourself for electricity, you kind of didn't notice this tendril come out and just sort of wrap around you and slam you to the ground, and like as you get your bearings back, as it burns everything. Against you, Philip, you are taking 10 points of damage. And that is its turn. Liam, and then Setlali.
Okay. Okay. And I don't have a bonus action now, so
And Nameless, as it attacked all of your friends, you didn't feel any connection with your magic. You didn't feel any sort of evoking of command or anything against this creature.
Oh, I assume when I said don't move. I assumed when it was moving. Thank you. Yes.
Just to give you clarification.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I don't have any way to disengage, right? No.
You can use your action to disengage.
Right, but I don't have a bonus action, and I can't do what I want to do with an attack. So what I'm going to do instead... Oh, I don't have to disengage necessarily, because I'd still be within combat range. I want to step over and flip that lever.
Yeah, totally do that.
Here's the gamble.
Yeah.
You use your action. It's kind of creaky. You
Oh, I hope the bridge isn't closed.
The access hatch closes. As the access hatch closes, you actually see the form on the ground. Like, it starts to, like, freak out, essentially. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Nameless. Oh, sorry, Lala. Nameless.
I would like to turn off the machine
Okay.
and see if that helps.
Sure.
I don't know what that would be, but I would like to turn it off.
Okay. It would basically be jumping down from your position, back onto the floor, taking the action to turn it off.
Then that is what I want to do.
You got it. As you power down the machine, you see the form is still, like, tendrils are still moving, things are still working around.
Damn it. Okay.
That's the turn.
I'm sad. My bonus reaction is being sad.
Bonus reaction. Nameless, then Philip.
Okay. I am going to cast Erupting Earth on the two by Philip, so they're going to be the far end of the cube, and then it's going to go backwards from them.
Okay, so they are... right? Like, that's what you mean?
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to
Okay.
avoid him entirely.
It's gonna be right in front of his face. How big is the cube again?
20 feet.
20.
So it should just get both of them, if I understand. If I did my math right.
Well, they...
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna go one a little bit.
It's even more.
And then...
Perfect. I love the pillars.
That's kind of what I was trying to do. I was like...
That's perfect.
Yeah, alright, you'd be smart enough to do that. So, do they...
I mean, I thought it was... When I did my math, I thought it was going to avoid them entirely, so that's way better.
so what is
So you have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I have to find default.
And it's a 16?
Correct.
Alright, well... It passes.
Okay, well, you're going to take half of this.
Okay.
So 12 on the first one.
Ooh.
17.
Okay.
And then... So 22.
22 overall, 11 damage.
And now it's... And then maybe also the giant creature underneath also gets any damage. That'd be nice.
You only rolled one save, right?
Escandalo, it is one big creature! Should I cast Polymorph? Dang.
Yeah. Well,
Next time. Now I know.
depends on what
As
challenge
you-
rating this is.
As you... well, its challenge
Doesn't
rating
matter.
doesn't matter. It just
Oh,
has to
really?
succeed. It has to succeed
Oh.
against the saving throw. Then she can turn it into a creature that matches its challenge rating or lower.
I want to see this room turn into a chicken.
So as you strike the earth up, and the stone itself reforms and just kind of makes these jagged crags through this like 20-foot space. Not like giant 20-foot tall or anything. They're like what, like it's difficult terrain, so it's
It's
like
a fountain of churned earth and stone erupting.
Jesus.
as it basically makes that patch of this floor work just unwalkable. You see that it, while it doesn't seem to hurt them as they slide out of the way, it does break through the form, and you see just the floor as it covers just this area, right? Like it's not on the difficult terrain. It's everywhere else that you see that light sucking void blackness.
Oh.
So they've moved.
And I can see that.
You all can see that.
Oh, lit.
And as you do this, it seems as though much more of the room seems to be of that color of the floor. As you kind of like take a quick second to look around everyone, you start to see that like more parts of the wall are less in that color, as if it's consolidated.
So they.
And then I also had one more quick question. I
Go for
didn't
it.
get an
Go
answer
for
to
it.
my other question before. Does this look like one of the other blobs?
Oh, sorry, I thought I said yes.
Oh, it does.
The tendrils do look. They look much like. It's more like You remember those like jelly hands that like have like that are very that are really opaque that you can't always like really.
That you like put on this window.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of more of what it looks like. Whereas the other ones looked more translucent. So this is much harder to see through, but very similar looking.
So did they leave my area of engagement when they moved there? Does this count as that?
Yeah.
Can I take an opportunity attack?
Against one of them, sure.
Against the pen.
I know it doesn't. I know the spell doesn't make them do that.
No, but I thought that was a rule that we had this discussion for Fable 42. I don't know if that was a game rule, but like forced pushing doesn't count as opportunity attacks. But that's why
we're not Fable
that's why I
42.
shut my mouth.
I wasn't sure if it was forced or if it was them doing it.
That's why I shut my mouth.
I mean, I'll take the attack if you'll let me take the attack.
Exactly,
That's basically
please
it.
do.
Yeah.
That's why again. That's why
The things I do are hopefully purposeful.
It's a 19.
That hits.
Hope so. Hey, that's not a 1. It's a 1 with a hat. That's 12 damage.
Thank you for pointing it out. Normally you're correct. This time was specific.
Interesting.
Is it now your turn?
All right, now it's actually my turn.
It took me a second too. I was like, wait, you just attacked. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought she still had turn, but that's right. We don't have bonus actions anymore.
I might if you didn't keep running away from me, Philip.
I was trying to stop this one from getting somebody. I didn't think more would come. I should have figured more were going to come.
Really hope I can make it this time.
Okay.
I got plans for that bonus action.
I'm going to try and finish this one. So I'm just gonna step in and take an attack against it. I cannot remember how much damage this one has taken. 18.
Hit.
10 damage.
As you sort of, you just kind of tear it through, and a little spot has appeared. The usual sort of kind of fills up, but it only fills up about halfway this time. It's still showing parts of it.
Okay.
I have a really stupid question.
Go for it.
You said that like technically the earth around it became that weird texture-y thingy. Is where Philip's standing like that?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
You have one more attack if you'd like.
Yeah, I was just deciding where I'm gonna. Yeah, so I'm gonna get onto. I'm gonna run this way, and I'm gonna step onto the difficult terrain because this doesn't have the black stuff on it yet.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 25, Yeah.
I could also, if I need to, I can
No.
also
Like, I was just making sure that was in my head. Because it's 10 feet to get on there, so it's like...
It's basically just like a little step.
Yeah.
16.
Does hit.
9 damage. And then no bonus action.
Okay. As you're kind of just trying to split it in half, it kind of smacks back together. Back to the top. Everyone in the room, please make me a Constitution save.
If you would.
Hey, there we go.
Wrong thing.
You know what? I'm going to use the Dwarven Forge die. That was the one that gave me the critical.
Yo, are we all getting bonus actions this turn? Oh, looks like Jackie's.
Looks like you got an 18 altogether.
I'll
12,
take it.
12
Better
plus
than what I've
6.
been rolling.
12 plus 6. So what was it?
25.
Nameless.
Natural 20, which would make it a 23.
Nice. Set Lolly.
9.
So unfortunately, as it is round 4, this also comes with, and you failed 2 in a row at round 4. 4 points of poison damage, which you're immune to. so you can feel it sort of like, you don't get your bonus action still, but you
That's
can
fine.
feel like a toxin in the air as well. Like more than just like slowing you down, it's starting to wear you down. Quick note as well, as you're starting to see more of the floor, you're starting to see more skeletons, more damaged linen, more piles of stuff littering the floor. So its turn is first. It only gets one of these now. It's going to be attacking. Yep.
Shield.
Okay.
No matter what.
No
Not
matter
even-
what. I'll let you know what the rolls are. Okay? And then you don't.
It's
you don't,
using my reaction. I assume I have to declare that before I get hit.
No, I mean you don't have to declare it before you get hit. Reaction is by nature of whatever your reaction is. So like what Philip did when somebody left his square, used his reaction. So
Right.
it's more of like a per instance. So you should really only use it when you are attacked. That's more of the nature of the spell. Is like you are about to be hit. You can use your reaction.
So that's what it sounded like to me. So that's why I was pulling it.
I got you, man.
Also, it lasts for the rest of the round once it's pulled, so it'll be in
Yeah.
effect for that other asshole too.
Sometimes, it's why I would say it totally is acceptable to be like at your top of your turn. I'm gonna cast shield as a reaction, not even at your turn.
Yeah.
It could work. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Till the next run, you're set. Anyway, one attacking Setlali misses greatly. The 2 attacking Liam. They all miss. Just a whole good round of missing. I don't know what it is you're doing by that lever, Liam, but there's a great amount of dancing going on of like and they definitely missed more than by more than 3.
Okay.
Both times.
Both thumbs.
Both of them is what I was trying to say.
Both thumbs.
So it is your turn at the top, Liam. Then it's Lolly.
So sorry, I just wanted to clarify this. So it turns out the entirety of the room seemed to be covered in this viscous liquid, and we didn't really notice. Now, as we are slowly defeating the enemy, it is less and less of it is there. I assume it's receding from the walls first, yeah? So you'd say that chunk of space, like between Philip and Setlali, is pretty much all viscous liquid?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my pistol, aim just straight down the line, so that a 60-foot cone would hit as much of it as possible. I'm gonna conjure barrage. I'm gonna
60-foot
use
cone?
Yep.
Okay, 60-foot cone is going to go out like this.
Yes.
So you're going to hit both Philip and Setlali.
See, I didn't think it would be that wide by them because they're relatively close. So at that point, it would be pretty thin.
It'll
15.
definitely. Well, actually.
It'll definitely hit Setlali. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, 60. That's how
Honestly,
far
do it.
60 is.
I haven't taken any damage.
It won't hit
Do
Philip,
it.
but
Maybe
it
she can take cover behind the slime.
It's a dex save, right?
I'm
I
actually
believe
pretty
so, yeah.
dexy.
Yeah, that is one of the things she's better at.
And she
Yeah.
does have evasion.
She also has evasion.
I
Yeah.
do. I
So
do
she
have
automatically takes half damage, and if she passes, she takes no damage.
That. So I say,
Yeah,
I
it
say
is
go
dex.
for it.
You look,
say
you
go for it.
as Liam reaches to his gun and tries to give you a.
I like the idea, like I'm there. There's slimes on either side of me. I look like I'm about to like fight one or the other. I pull a gun, just aim it straight down the line towards the ground. Dodge this. Barrage.
All right,
I'm gonna add Arcane Jolt to that as well.
nice. Well, it rolled a natural 1, so
How's the ground's dex?
60 feet of the floor are just cleared.
yeah. What'd
so
you
that's
roll,
gonna be
Somali?
3d8.
I got
plus
a
2d6.
23.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
fine.
that's way
yeah,
higher.
you're fine. So it's 3d8
Plus 2d6.
plus 2d6. All right, here we go. Where's the? God damn it!
Would you like to use mine?
No!
I have 8s and 6s all over the place here.
God, it's like your penguins. We're using your penguins. I'm not going to be using your D8s.
I don't think you understand how happy I am that we're using the penguins.
They actually really fit. They're nice little black tendrils. They're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It works.
Wow.
I got you, Chris.
Wow.
Max damage?
Wow. No. But very close. So 21 from the barrage. And then 9 from the arcane jolt. So 30 damage.
And every square it's affecting counts as a hit, right? So he's hitting like 30 of them.
I mean,
30 damage.
yeah. That's my first attack.
As it does, you see these get destroyed, and then these two, it basically only covers this amount of space now. So I'll draw a hard line here. It only covers this space. And then Setlali.
Wait, what?
Oh wait,
is
sorry.
that? I'm
sorry.
so confused.
Hold on. Liam, that was your action to do
Yes.
that?
So I have
you-
another attack and a bonus action.
Yep. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna whip a hammer at that guy near Philip.
You got it.
Plus 4 damage because I am going for the
You'd be +4 to hit because you're doing sharpshooter.
because I'm doing sharpshooter.
Okay, so
Sorry.
+4 to hit, 10 plus 10 damage.
Yeah.
God, just enough. Yeah, you hit it.
Right. So it's
So
gonna be
D8.
1d8 plus 15.
It's an 8. So 23 damage. God damn it. Just totally dissipates. Goes down to just this. That's all of the floor, by the way, Chelsea. What I was trying to say was that, like, all of that, like, muck and stuff after he did that conjure barrage, it all sucked back up into this one spot.
So the rest of it is like that dark looking.
The rest of it is the sandstone. The dark stuff is
All
where
of
the
this,
slime
yeah,
was.
all of the room, you're finally seeing the real color of the room, which is like this, like, sandstone
Okay.
too. I'll explain it in just a second, okay?
Yeah, I'm not there,
It's all
but
good.
I'm trying to be.
It's all good. You have your bonus action.
Yeah, so two have been fighting. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna shoot the tendril in front of Setlali.
Okie doke. Make an attack. which is
I'm gonna use sharpshooter on that as well, so it's still +4. It's basically effectively the same thing.
natural 20. How do you want to do this?
You know, Salali, duck, shot, goes in, like Salali sees the thing, ducks out of the way, the bullet stops partway through the thing, detonates.
And as it does, dissipates in the air. After a moment, the air becomes less acrid. Doesn't seem like it's going to choke you anymore. Chelsea, what has happened? You were correct. It was one big monster that was taking up the entirety of the room. It was coating everything in its color. By chipping it away, you've now exposed the real room. It is no longer this dark texture or anything. That's what I was trying to say, is that all of that monster has like absorbed back into this form.
Got it.
It is now all the way gone.
Got it.
I thought I was going to do more damage to you guys.
Wow, I feel
should-
great. It's almost like nothing
Oh.
happened to me. How is everyone else feeling?
Oh, I'm below half. Like,
Yeah, you wanna-
it's not
yeah,
like you
you wanna-
didn't do damage.
I'm also at half of my HP, so
Question. Speaking of that, who has the
ring?
ring?
I think we gave it to Set Lolly because she's the only one
Yeah,
that doesn't
Set
have
Lolly
healing
has it.
magic.
Yeah.
Let me look at my
should.
things.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I was really worried it was click whistle.
Ring of spell storing is what it's called.
I'm pretty sure we. Gave
Oh
it
yeah,
to Set
I have
Lolly.
that. Yeah, I
Okay,
have it.
good. I was like, I don't remember who has that.
It's
Okay.
me. It's a me. It's Set Lolly.
Just so you know, you have a huge curing spell in there.
She hasn't
I
taken
cure
any
every-
damage. Oh.
I cure everyone.
No,
Just kidding. Because Philip said no. I didn't take any damage this fight, but I did know that I had a spell to.
You know who else didn't take any damage this fight?
Yeah.
The person who
Yeah.
stayed on the bridge the entire time.
She's
She was in the middle for the beginning.
Hey, but
Wasn't
that was my plan of attack. Was I was like, I don't want to be on the beast.
Yeah,
It saved you from a couple of things.
You're not a melee fighter. Like, that's a
As
good idea.
the room clears out and the air becomes fresh, that is where we will call it for the evening. We hope you enjoyed this. This was actually very fun combat, guys. I was pretty excited to do this with you, and you guys took some risks and some challenges. I think I could have been a little bit harder on you, is what I'm learning, and I think that's fun. That means you guys are doing a lot of cool stuff. That's what I mean by it. You guys are doing a lot of work. Like jumping onto that console, awesome. I'll tell you about it after when we leave, why that was cool. Or like all of your stuff that you did tonight, Liam. The fact that you tried the gayest spell is awesome.
If
Okay.
only I had asked if it understood,
under
I would have
yes.
polymorphed instead.
And hey!
then the room would have been a little worm.
And now you have that knowledge. That like it's a great spell.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you held on to that because that lever I pulled, that's a band-aid. That ain't a solution.
I will polymorph it.
And also, we got the funniest rolls of the night from Chris. So like,
I finally get a crit with that
One.
weapon, and then I just get the
One.
worst possible
One.
damage.
it was so good.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We
Thank
hope you
you.
enjoyed it, and we will see you next week.